0 to 5 Missoula County is a multi-sector initiative driving toward the day when all children in Missoula County will arrive at school ready to go because they've been nurtured by everything they need to thrive between the ages of birth and 5. Our overarching goal is to bring all of the different organizations and systems that serve children and families together in new ways, to have new conversations and use data and information together differently so that better choices are made about serving those children and families. All of it is founded on a base of great information and data, and that is our kindergarten entry assessment project that we are implementing this year in over 55 classrooms. That means that we are assessing over 950 children across Missoula County in the kindergarten entry assessment this year.
Well, I see a lot of benefits to the kindergarten entry assessment. The KEA gets our kids ready for kindergarten because it informs the 0 to 5 community about how kids are arriving at kindergarten.
The assessment narrows down what I need to know about kids, and it puts it in one spot. So I know about letters, I know about numbers, I know about preschool history, so then I can start teaching a lot earlier and start building those skills if they don't have them already.
I really take it seriously when I have a kiddo in front of me who is struggling and has missed some of those early opportunities of it is my job, and there's a sense of urgency and a sense of demand that I give this kid everything because this is it for them.
I see that the birth to 5 is really an on-ramp to the rest of your life for these kids and their families. So if we're really looking at early childhood as part of that on-ramp rather than babysitting over here and then real school starts over here, then we'll be somewhere really different from where we are now.
Children don't grow up in classrooms, they grow up in families, and those families live in communities. And so if we aren't responding to and uplifting all kind of components of what children experience, then we're just gonna be less likely to have as positive outcomes.
I often joke around that community and like kind of social values sometimes are lost on adults, but it's in kids that we can build something new. And that starts as young as my son, who's 3 months old. So that 0 to 5 opportunity before they even step into kindergarten is where we have such a rich opportunity to teach community values, to teach social skills, to get ready for school.
Being a part of the 0 to 5 has expanded my network of support for my professional growth, but also for my ability to reach the community that I serve. For example, by being a partner with 0 to 5 and attending your monthly meetings and really being active in the community, we were able to make a partnership with Head Start, and now we have a Head Start classroom in our building. So families are bringing their kids here early, and we've made that connection, and we wouldn't have that connection without our work with the 0 to 5 community.
There are over 80 organizations who regularly participate and are involved in 0 to 5. And that includes our public health department, our local federally funded partnership health center. It includes the school district, the university, our local government, both at the city and the county level, and our business and economic development community as well.
We've come to learn over the last several years that children having access to early child care, excellent early child care, is critically important to our businesses and the community at large.
The Parent Leadership Training Institute, or PLTI, is a leadership and civics and democracy training program. So it is specifically geared towards parents, but really anybody who's passionate about advocating for kids and families. And we take them through 20 weeks of training around leadership development and sort of personal growth, and then really specific ways to make change through civics and democracy in their community.
I'm a facilitator with the Parent Leadership Training Institute, and that means I get to do really cool work working with all of these parents and basically leading them through this course of civic leadership. And so I'm a part of the second session, which really dives deeper into civics, whether it's like local communities and government, or a bit broader scale as we look larger.
Learning about PLTI and finding out all these amazing stories that people have of ways that they've improved their kids' lives or they've become engaged in their community, it was amazing.
I think it would be awesome if they could have more parks maybe, or more fun things to do in Missoula, and yeah.
Recreation and play is no longer kind of extra in a family's life. It's actual childcare. What does a preschool family 0 to 5 really want in a playground? What do they want in a park? How can we best accommodate them and provide learning opportunities for the kids and families while they're there?
Each of those projects involves numerous organizations and many individuals all working together to make that project come to life. And that builds a tighter woven web across our early childhood system. And that is the actual goal of 0 to 5, the web. As an initiative, we have decided on 3 action areas where we are implementing projects currently. That includes projects around access to childcare, where we're working closely with our business community. That includes the Parent Leadership Training Institute to ensure that parents are at the center of all decisions that are made in our community because they are the best experts about their children's lives. And it involves the Early Learning Fellows, which is a project to connect our early care and education system and our K-12 education system more closely together so that children and families have a more seamless transition between those 2 often disconnected systems of service.
For me, it's just everything that I would have wanted for our community. It makes me feel the most hopeful of any of the nonprofit work that I've done over the past decades of working in nonprofits for what real change we could make for families.
I think I care about this personally, maybe because I was raised by a single mom, and I know that without her having a support structure and some access to care, she would have never been able to get to work. And if she couldn't have gotten to work, she couldn't have built a secure life for herself and for my brother and I. And without that, I don't think we would be where we are today.
I love those kids, and I want to do everything I can to get them to where they need to be successful in life. And that starts in kindergarten. It starts with the awareness of literacy and numbers and relationships. And I really like being their first introduction to school so I can show them what it's like.
These projects themselves are game-changing. Each one of them is game-changing. But all together, they connect people who care about children and families in new ways. And that's really where the system change happens. That long-term is something that we need to stay invested in as a community, because if we lose that ability to hold the conversation, we go right back into our silos. What makes 0 to 5 different is that we are that container for the conversation that didn't used to be happening.
I just think that community is the most vital thing that we can give our kids, and I get to be such a big part of that is just awesome. It makes me so excited every single solitary day.
In Kenya, Maasai warriors greet each other by asking what essentially translates to, "How are the children?" or "Are the children well?" And if the answer is, "The children are well," it's an indication that the community is strong. It means that families are safe, children are going to school, people are healthy. So my vision would be that when our work is completed and someone asks a Missoulian, "How are the children?" we're able to say all of the children are well.